In this section, we are going to see how to solve rational equation. We have three equations to solve. Let's start with the first one. The first thing you do, you take the domain. That is, the denominator cannot be 0. X plus 3 different than 0. Then you have your x has to be different of minus 3. Now, I can actually solve the equation. What I do is like x minus 2, I write both sides as a fraction equal to 0 divided by 1 because it's still 0. From here, I do the bottom multiplies the top and also the other one multiplies also the top. So I have 1 times x minus 2 equal to 0 times x plus 3. That means x minus 2 equal to 0. Then x equal to 2. Since I see that this value that I got is different from minus 3, that means this is the solution. You can take it and verify to the equation. You're going to see that you don't end up with 0 over 0. Second problem. First, I take the domain, which is x minus 4 cannot be 0. That means the denominator cannot be 0. And x plus 2 cannot be 0 too. Then I have x different of 4 and x different of minus 2. So that means I'm going to solve, and I cannot get, if I get 4 or minus 2, it will be discarded. It's not a solution. Now we have, I take here the same thing I did with the previous, multiplies the one on top, and this one on the bottom multiplies the other one on top. So I have x plus 3 times x plus 2 has to be equal to x minus 4 times x minus 1. Then I have x times x, x squared, x times 2 plus 2x, at 3 times x plus 3x, and 3 times 2 plus 6 has to be equal to x times x, x squared, x times minus 1 gives me minus x, and minus 4 times x gives me minus 4x, and minus 4 times minus 1 gives me plus 4. From here, I see that I have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to x squared minus 5x plus 4. So I'm going to put together the x squared and the x and then just the number. So I have x squared. I take this and bring it to this side. It is positive, then becomes negative, x squared. Plus, I have 5x. I take this, I bring it also to the other side. It's negative, becomes positive. Equal, I'm left here with just 4. And I have 6 here, it's positive. I bring it to this side, minus 6. This gives me 0. This gives me 10x equal to minus 2. X equal to minus 2 over 10. Then x equal to minus 0.2. I see that this value is different of 4 and of minus 2. That means this is the solution. Good. The last equation that we'll solve is the number 3. Now, if I see here, I have to bring it in the form that I have a fraction in one side and a fraction in the other side. So that means I want to have just one fraction in this side first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this one by this one. So it gives me 560x minus, I'm going to take this and multiply this one on top. 450 times x minus 2. Then on the bottom, I have to multiply both x times x minus 2. It has to be equal to 10 divided by 1. So I have one fraction this side and one fraction in the other side. So I have 560x minus 450x plus 900, sorry, because I multiplied this by this one and this by this one, dividing by x, dividing x, multiplying x minus 2, equal to 10 divided by 1. Now I have here, I get 110x plus 900 divided by x times x minus 2 has to be equal to 10 dividing by 1. Now I have fraction both sides, so this one is gonna multiply the expression top and this multiply this. So I have 110x plus 900 equal to 10 x minus 2. So I have 110x plus 900 equal to 10x squared minus 20x. Now what I have to do is to put together x squared and the x and the numbers. So I have 0 is gonna be 10x squared. So all of these numbers here, they will move to the other side. Minus 20x. These are from this side. Now the 110 is positive, comes here, becomes negative. And the 900 is positive too, comes here, becomes also negative. Then I have 0 equal to 10 x squared minus 130x minus 900. I can divide both sides by 10. 0 equal to x squared minus 13x minus 90. Now here I can just flip x squared minus 13x minus 90 equal to 0. So I have a second order equation. How do you solve this? You can solve by using the formula that you know, this formula here, x minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac dividing by 2a. You can use that formula. Or you can also notice that, okay, I have x, it has to be equal to 0. I have x squared is x times x. Okay, now to have the 90, I want to have a number if I add them gives me 13. This number I have is minus 18 and also plus 5, because minus 18 plus 5 gives me minus 13. And if I multiply also minus 18 with 5 gives me minus 90. So that means this factorization is correct. From here, I'm gonna set the x minus 18 equal to 0 or x plus 5 equal to 0. Then x equal to 18 and x equal to minus 5. Now I have to also see the domain. I forgot to find the domain in the beginning, but you can do that at the end. I see that I have in the denominator for the domain, I have that x minus 2 in the denominator cannot be 0. I also had in the original equation x. That means x cannot be 0. So I have x different of 2 and x different of 0. These numbers are not 2 and 0. That means they are the solution. Minus 5 and 18. So that's how you solve rational equation.